Hey everybody, welcome back. We are watching Game of Thrones. We're on season 2, episode 10, the season finale. Purdy's right here. We are cuddling up, trying to not feel the pain and finishing up these episodes. I'm not going to be able to do any recordings next weekend, so we're getting these done now. We just finished episode 9. I'm not going to bother recapping. We're just going to go ahead and get into it and see what's coming up and kind of go from there. So let's see what's happening. And this one's called Valar Morghulis. I don't remember the name Morghulis. Valor is not with an O-R, so I don't know if Valor, if they're talking like honor and valor, or Valor being a name. It sounds like a name. And it looks like we may be getting everybody else. Is this Tyrion or Stannis? Oh, we changed eyes. John? Nope. That's the Maester. We're trying to be Maester. It was Tyrion.
These are your new chambers. A little cramped, perhaps, but you don't need much room, do you?
He's being punished.
You are no longer a hand of the king.
His father comes to the rescue, which he did rescue them, but comes to the rescue and then punishes him after he had a very good strategy and did the best it seemed he could. And he gets punished. Tell me, why does he love this family? I mean, he acknowledges he gets treated like crap by his family members. Why does he love them so much?
For your trouble.
Where's Shay? Where's Poop?
The rightful king of the Andals and the first men.
Oh, she didn't run away.
Seven kingdoms.
Thank you, your grace.
Huh. I guess we're not going to get his death this season. It'd be nice, though. I still hope for it.
Is this what you want, Lady Marjorie?
With all my heart, your grace.
Oh,
I have
Sansa is still there, but when they showed Margot, I was thinking that was Sansa. And I thought, boy, that's a different neckline.
The tales do not do you justice, my
He
lady.
wants to sleep with her.
A girl whose brother is in open rebellion against the throne as we speak, for the good of the realm.
That's right. I was waiting for it to pause. I forgot that Brianna, I think it's Brienne, has Jamie in a canoe on the water. So they still have him hostage. But apparently Cersei feels renewed in her confidence with her father there, and therefore sees no reason to keep up the charade. So does this put Sansa back into jeopardy with being killed?
To set Sansa Stark aside.
The people are upset. Look at that.
I have consulted with the High Septon, and he assures me
She should have run away when she could have.
the realm.
And I will love you from this day until my last day.
Is she going to regret it? Or is he going to treat her better than he treated Sansa? She's relieved.
You'll be good enough for many things.
Is he going to
I still
protect
enjoy
her?
beating you. Joffrey's not the sort of boy who gives away his toys. You have a tender heart.
He's right. She's in trouble.
That doesn't look very comfortable.
That's not who I thought it was.
You're very kind, my lord. Allow me to return the favor.
Is he trying to steal her away? With knowledge?
You're a virgin, I take it.
Look,
There they are.
Childhood must have been awful for you. Were you a foot taller than all the boys?
So that is one thing I'm wondering, and hopefully we get an answer to this. Caitlin told Rob that she let Jamie go, but she didn't really let him go. So what is the plan that we have going on here?
What's your business here?
Are they all three dead?
prisoner.
All right. Have it your way, my lady.
Are they going to draw on her?
2 of them we did, yeah.
Wait!
Kill all three of them.
What's his name? 1, 2.
No name. Well, I was right. All three are dead. Well, almost dead. Gave him a slow death. He's going to bleed out. So I don't think she really told what the plan was of where she's taking him.
I told you I'd take you to King's Landing, and that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, she is taking him to King's Landing.
Stay.
That surprises me.
We built it slowly over the years. For you,
I don't
for
think
your
I'd
brothers
ever
and sisters, for
survive
all of us.
the days of arranged marriages.
As their brothers burnt alive, and for what? Attacked from behind
So
by
did they
Tywin
escape
Lannister
or
and
are
the Two
they
Elves.
hostage?
Where's your God now? Will he save you?
Is the shadow guy going to show up that she gave birth to?
Do you see? Do you see my king?
What are we looking at? Well, I don't see what they see. Although I do admit fires can be hypnotizing. I like a good fire. Campfire, fireplace,
I will kill
wood
that man.
stove.
Thank you for explaining siege tactics to me.
Well, you're
You work for my
ranting.
father.
What do you expect?
You killed all the ravens.
That's true.
You know what it's like to be told how lucky you are to be someone's prisoner?
So
And then to
the,
go back home to your real father.
so the Starks, Ned led a battle against Theon's family, Greyheart, and killed his brothers. Why didn't they kill Theon? Why did they make him one of their own instead?
Even if by some miracle I slipped through the lines and made it home, I'd be a coward, the Greyjoy who ran.
Greyjoy. That's close.
I won't make it to the wall.
I was
I
going to
won't
say, would
make
the
it
wall
10
accept
feet
him?
past.
Well, he's been
The Night's
abandoned by
Watch
his real
is an
father and
elephant.
his sister,
You'll have opportunities there.
so he might go for it. I don't know what he's getting ready to say, but I was going to say, when we do things to please other people, it turns us into people we don't like. But if we do things to please ourselves that don't hurt other people, then the reward is automatically there. Whereas if we're always trying to please other people, we're just always going to be disappointed. He's not going to kill him, is he?
We die today, brothers.
Is he going to
We
lead them to
die
fight and
bleeding from
then
100 wounds.
run away in the tunnels?
Every man, woman, and child will
Or are
know
we going to
who
get
we
his
were
death?
and how long we stood. Standing bronze above the shores of fight. What is
Thought he'd never shut up. It was a good speech. Didn't want to interrupt.
What
Are
is
they
this?
going to hand him over? And they just killed him? So they're going to hand him over in exchange for getting to leave.
Why should I believe
I hear a raven.
Why would I lie about it? If it weren't for your squire's bravery, you'd be a dead man.
Oh, so that's why the guy that Joffrey said, act in my name, blah, 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 tried to kill Tyrion. Because Cersei had commanded it if it looked like they were losing, just like she commanded that guy that was in the room with all the ladies. Okay.
Don't want to swim too close to a drowning man?
Friends who only watch out for themselves.
That we will not forget.
That was nice of him to say. Padre. They keep calling him Padre, but that means father in Spanish. Got the gash on the cheek. I'm assuming there's other gashes. Ooh. Yeah, that is pretty bad. I didn't realize it went all the way across through there.
Going into wars, fighting soldiers, you're terrible at this. Let's take a boat to Pentos.
He's not terrible.
You don't belong here.
Just not the best.
What we do in Pentos?
Eat, drink,
Fuck.
live. Your father, your sister, all these bad people, they can't stop you.
I'm with her.
I can't.
Loyal to a fault.
Binding them as one for
Who's
eternity.
getting married? It's not Joffrey. Oh, those two. So he broke the vow that Catelyn made to the other guy in order for them to cross his bridge. Hey, Khaleesi. Okay, we saw the dragons going in this direction. Never did understand the spikes on the towers. I know they serve a purpose, but I don't know exactly what. This is the place of the undead. She's getting too far ahead of him. She disappeared. This is about illusions.
Here I am! You afraid of a little girl?
You tell him. That's one of her dragons. Or two of them, or three. Hey! And this is our last group, isn't it? I forget his name. Has he disappeared?
Far and away across the narrow sea to Bravos.
My dancing master was from Bravos.
Is she going to learn to be an assassin?
Master is a special thing, but it is not meant for the buying of horses.
Then what good is it?
To call on him.
If the day comes when you must find me again, just give that coin to any man from Bravos and say these words to him. Valar Morghulis.
Ah,
Valar
there.
Morghulis.
Is that his name?
Farewell, Arya Stark.
Did he just change face?
Good.
Farewell, yeah, his white stripe disappeared and his face changed. That's interesting. Oh, this is our last group. And he said her name, Oshala. Everything's been burned. Look at all the ash. I think it's ash rather than snow. Might be snow. I'm going with ash. Hey, it's the wolf who I don't know its name. And the other one. I take it the other wolf is the little brothers. Is Maester still alive? He is. But barely, it looks like.
Pack as much food as you can carry and go north.
North the wrong way. Their mother and brother is
What about Rob's men, the Northmen who were outside the gates? Oh, but we haven't visited John yet, and John's not at the wall.
Go no with Hodor. Go
on. Hodor. I knew it wasn't Horton. Horton hatches a who. He wants her to finish him off. Bye, Winterfell. So if they're leaving, who's at Winterfell? An empty room? Looks like a trap to me. It's a strong wind. I'm surprised the torch is staying lit. So, wait. That looks like a replica of the throne room at King's Landing, because there's that star again. And the staircases that go up to the throne, but the throne's not there. And the columns are replicas also. Oh, the throne is there. Why is it snowing? It wasn't snowing outside. It was nice and sunny and warm. This is all illusion, right? This is the wall. And they're showing her being very cold. Her skin was white with frost on it. This has got to be all illusion. And that's the Dothraki tent where Drago died, right? Or was reborn. Hey, he's back with the baby. Is this kind of giving her some closure?
Until the sun rises in the west and sets in the east.
Reverses? Oh, look at them. Well, there's not a yellow one. Oh, yeah. I guess it depends on the lighting. Green, blue, and yellow? Or red?
Dracarys.
Ooh. Puff of smoke? Ah! What she promised. Now can they get the chains off? Ah, I guess so. So if the dragons helped the illusions, the magic become more than the dragons themselves are magic. Hey, John.
If you know what to say, you might just make it through the night.
I could listen to her all day.
Not talking's not the way to go.
Careful with that. You might cut
She doing
yourself.
a Gibbs slap?
Never swung a sword before, have you? You look like a baby with a rattle.
Enough of that!
It's a lover's quarrel. Why is he fighting John? Will John kill him though? I don't think John will kill him even though he's trying to kill John. Might accidentally do it though. So far, everything's defensive for John. There's an attack. He's purposely provoking him. Is there something more, or is it exactly what it seems? Oh, never mind. John did attack him on purpose. Well, whatever the plan was, he didn't let John in on it.
You can tell, Mance. That's the man who killed Cora Nathan.
Who is it she said that he killed? Is that where they're headed, or where they were going to throw him
Time to
off
meet
of?
the king beyond the wall.
Oh, okay. Where they're headed. Is it time for him to burn?
Khaleesi, please. You said you'd never leave Karth alive.
Come.
Going into his vault. I couldn't think of the word. Vault that has all the treasures he was gloating about. Nothing in there.
I'm King of Karth. I can help you now. Truly help.
Is she going to lock him in the vault? It's kind of fitting, isn't it? Look how long her hair is. Did it grow while she was in the illusion? Pillaging?
Well enough to buy a ship?
This isn't the end, is it? Okay. It felt like it was gearing towards the end. I was like, we still got some story. I forget what three horns means. Somebody's coming. Oh, we're not going to lose him, are we? I like him. Apparently it's every man for himself. White Walkers. Okay. And a horse? Oh, a dead horse. I don't want to lose him. I like him. It must be the king of the White Walkers. Oh, they have some intelligence. It's an army of White Walkers. So, they're marching forward. They're leaving our fella alone. Oh, there's another one on a horse that's leading. Oh, and that's the end. But we still have some story. I guess we got our cliffhangers. Hi, did you wake up? Did I wake you when I yelled at the little girl? I'm sorry. So that was interesting. I like the detail and the makeup of the White Walkers. Very interesting. And it's not just humans. Apparently horses can come back as White Walkers. So is it any animal, like so birds and that kind of thing too? Or, I don't know. That would be an interesting army. The one seemed like he was the leader, the king of them, but then the other one did the same kind of yell. So I'm not sure how their intelligence works. Khaleesi's dragons can breathe fire now, and they couldn't at the beginning of the season. Was it them talking about them having more strength with their magic since the dragons were born and Khaleesi made them stronger? Is that what gave her the idea to give the command for the fire? I don't know what the command word actually was, but basically kill or something like that. I'm trying to think. We had all of the stories wrapping up there, whereas last episode it was just the one story the whole time. Our guy that I can't remember his name, John's friend, is staying alive. The ones who ran away, we don't know. Theon was handed over to the Northmen, but I thought the Northmen were protecting Winterfell, but yet Bran and his brother ran off. So I don't understand that. And her name is Oasha or something like that. Oshia. Hodor. I'll try to remember that. And I haven't learned Bran's little brother's name. So they're on their way to the wall to look for John, but John's not at the wall. Speaking of the wall, the illusions that Khaleesi had, were they more prophecy? Like, well, prophecy would be future. I don't understand why the illusions took her to the wall and then to Drago and her baby. I imagine that was for her to have closure, but also it might have been an illusion for her to stay with them to kind of trap her. But she said goodbye and walked away. So I'm wondering if there's more to that part or not. It kind of echoes the style that Buffy has with the prophecy dreams that she would have, and it was riddles and that kind of stuff. Although there was no talk in these illusions, so that's why I don't know if they're technically prophecy or not. But she hasn't been to the wall, and she wasn't going to the wall as far as I remember. So I don't know why the wall appeared. I understand the throne room, and it wasn't a duplicate, it was an illusion. And that would be because she wants to be King Valkyrie. But I think that was also a temptation. She didn't sit in the throne or take hold of the throne, touch it, whatever. She came close to touching it, but she didn't touch it because she still was looking for the dragons, her babies. So I don't, and I'm sure I'm not supposed to understand all of that right now. If there was any prophecy to it, I will find out. Joffrey's still king. Darn it. I'm waiting for somebody to kill him. Sansa is in trouble. She's no longer protected. And if Jaime is truly being led back to King's Landing, and so I understand Brienne's with him because she's there to protect him, keep him alive to make it to King's Landing. I just I don't understand why Catelyn would agree to that. As far as Littlefinger, I don't know if he was truly trying to protect Sansa because she's the daughter of Catelyn, who he loves, or is there something in it for him? Because he doesn't seem to do anything unless there's something for him in it. But she might be the only exception because of her tie to Catelyn. It looks like Vios, I can't remember his name, the other schemer, is going to become partners with Littlefinger's lady. I think she's like a lead lady or something like that. But they never finished that conversation. So I think the cliffhanger there is they're going to team up and she's going to start working for him instead, or working with him if he's going to call it a partnership. Although we know there's still going to be strings pulled. They didn't really say if Tyrion and Shay are going to run away or if they're going to stay. I mean, he wants to stay. And so they did say it. I'm sorry. I'm wrong on that. He said he has to stay, which I don't understand why he does it when they treat him so terrible. But she's going to stay with him because she loves him. That I understand. I think Cersei figured it out, though. So I think Shay's in trouble. Arya and her group, she had that conversation with Valar Morghulis. She had that conversation with him, and it sounded like she wants to become like an assassin, like a witcher. But she's dedicated to making sure her family is safe first. So we've got an interesting adventure for her next season, don't we? Rather than being a prisoner and faking being a prisoner. Wonder if Tywin will ever find out that he had her in his grasp the entire time and never knew it. And Jon is meeting the king of the wildlings. I still don't understand if they hold revere for him because of something that Ned did in the past, or hatred for him, or what. Although it didn't seem like hatred, it seemed more like they had respect for him. And I don't quite get all of that. And I don't know if they may explain it more as he meets the king. I can't remember if I've talked about everybody now. I'm tired now. I think that was a good season finale, though. It gives us some cliffhangers and some questions, and a little bit of yearning. I am a little anxious to get started on the next one. We will see what happens. I still haven't. Where are we at on uploads to YouTube? I think we're on 7 or 8 of season 1 on YouTube. So you guys will have a ways. I'm sure you'll fill me in on some of the past stuff, and maybe that might tie into some of this information, but we'll see what happens. I'll have started season 3, might even be through with it by the time you guys see this one. So thank you all for joining me on this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.